Hey everyone, welcome back to Chef Daniel TV. I have one of my wonderful friends, French wine extraordinaire, Leonardo, straight out of here from France, from the south of France, right? The Provence area.
That's correct.
And that's where our wonderful winery's from.
Exactly. So these are some beautiful rosés coming, as you were saying, from Provence region. Historically, Provence is the region where rosé are originated from. We are a little bit pioneers of rosé, and we are masters in vinificating rosés, and we've achieved with years just to accomplish some very, very unique rosés.
Well, as we're talking about rosés being originally from France, I think pasta's originally from Italy,
Yes.
and you're Italian.
So yeah, I'm originally from Italy, but I love France, love French wines, and especially working with such an amazing group. You know, there's, again, the way they work, the way they produce wines is just unique. There's a lot of passion, a beautiful, sustainable philosophy. So really, I could not ask for you know, selling a better brand.
A better product.
Yes, a better product.
Because we love our rosés on a Sunday afternoon, usually with a really nice seafood dish. So what I thought we should do is really kind of discover a really nice, simple dish that we can make, that you can make at home and enjoy with the bottle of wine, of course, not just a glass while cooking and a bottle while enjoying. But we're gonna get our pan nice and smoking hot. We're gonna start off with some Spanish onion and some fresh Australian prawns that I've just peeled back, and we're just gonna toss that through. Now, while we're talking a little bit about Italian food, tell us a little bit about you and your past.
As I was saying, I'm originally from Italy, from Rome. I've been traveling my whole life basically, and since I joined this beautiful company, I've been covering 75 countries of the world, making sure these brands are growing in the right direction. And a lot of people say they actually feel like they're in Provence when they're drinking this rosé, so that's actually our goal, and it's very pleasant to hear it back from people, even in Australia, which is very far from Europe.
A little bit about what we're actually cooking here. So I've thrown in a little bit of chili in there, and we've got some freshly shaved fennel, which is amazing this time of year as well. So we're just gonna cook that up, and we're gonna let that sweat off. Over here, I've got some capers and some onions, and we're just gonna throw that in there. That will offer a little bit of saltiness and also break down that fennel just a touch. Now, we're talking a little bit about seafood in pasta and rosés. What other seafood and how do we look at the flavors of rosés to something like a salmon or a barramundi compared to barbecuing or baking?
Well, that's a very good point, because when it comes to rosé, usually people tend to think that rosé it's mostly drank when you have seafood, which is correct because it pairs amazingly well with the flavors of fish as well as the acidity that the rosé gives. But on the other hand, rosé, especially when it's a very high quality rosé, you can tell it's beautiful paired with barbecue, with meat, and with fish as well. So it's a 360-degree wine that pairs really well with a lot of things. Obviously, when it comes to fennel, shrimps, it's perfect. You have the acidity of the grapes, you have a little bit of lemon, you have a little bit of capers. So all of this, when you pair it with something to eat, it creates this full experience and makes the plate much better.
And makes it just that little bit great experience overall,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And I really do think rosé is one of those drinks that you can get if you're not sure. You know, like, oh, something spicy, can't have wine. Get a rosé, you'll be fine. So we've got a little bit of salt in there, and we're gonna pour a little bit of cream, and just to reduce that down. And we've just bought some store-bought spaghetti that I've pre-cooked and just blanched off. If you want, this will come straight out of the pot and straight into the pan when you've cooked it. But while I get my romance happening over here, we love the romance of corking a bottle. Can we talk a little bit more about the bottle that we're actually drinking, and a little bit more about how to open it when it's a cork?
All right. So as you can see, out of the 4 bottles here, we have all the actual possibilities to open a bottle. We have a glass cork, we have a screw cap, and a natural cork. So the wine we're opening today, because we have these beautiful flavors, is Ultimate Provence, mostly known as UP. And that's a very interesting rosé because there's a 10% of Vermentino grape, which is a white grape. So this grape really helps to give a little bit more acidity to the flavors you get when you drink it. And that's perfect when it comes to seafood because it's even more inherent in what you're eating. So
Awesome.
yes, I've noticed here a lot of people are not very comfortable with opening cork.
We're used to the twist tops,
yeah.
and go for it.
But that's very easy. So once you take off the capsule, you get your bottle opener, and you just go right in the middle and just start twisting. You use this end here to put pressure on the glass. Then you go up. Once you're up at this stage, you go up again with the bottle opener, and then you do the last lever.
Oh, the pop. We love
And
the
then you
pop.
have it.
So it's pretty simple, right? Nice and easy. Now, a lot of Australian wines aren't on cork. Is France adapting the fact that they're not so much more cork, we're going back into more screws?
Yes. So the reason why it's obviously sustainability. As you probably know, corks come from trees, and it's harmful for them to actually take away part of their skin. We can call it this way. So at the moment, we are using a fully recyclable and a recycled type of cork. So as you can see, it's not as usual as the actual cork.
How about you pour a couple of those glasses,
absolutely.
and I'll finish off this pasta. As you can see, that cream is coated up beautifully. I'm just gonna get my lemon here, and we're just gonna take off that zest. And we're just going to scrape that little bit of zest off there. I just want that little bit of freshness right through it. We're going to give this a quick stir. Quick little secret and tip. If you want to plate up some spaghetti, you just want to twist it around and place that onto the plate. Give it that little bit of extra height. Make sure those prawns fall on top. You've got the colors there. All looks amazing. It's pretty simple. We've got some wonderful wine. I've got a Disney prince. Let's say that one. Cheers.
Cheers.
Until next time, enjoy making this at home, and please send me some photos anytime you want, and I'll be more than happy to answer back. Ciao.
Ciao.